Well, we continue this election day coverage by starting with News 13's Erin Morgan. She is out at the Supervisor of Elections office where in just about 8 minutes that polling site is officially open.
Yeah, that's right. So you can get out and vote today. It's your last shot. Erin, what do folks need to know?
Hey, good morning, everyone. I am just studying up on my sample ballot because here soon I am going to vote in the general election. I'm the first one in line here at the Bay County Supervisor of Elections office. Don't want to brag, but just in a few minutes they're going to check me in right here, and then I'm going to go over to one of those voting booths. But I'm here with Supervisor of Elections Mark Anderson, and Mark, just talk about the process for voters when they come in here.
Well, I think the biggest deal that you just talked about is studying up. I hope you studied well.
I did.
You're working on it so that when you go in that voting booth, that's where the lines will form, is how long it takes in the voting booth from the voter. This area right here is 1 minute or less here, 1 minute or less here. It'd be great if we had 1 minute or less in the voting booth, but there's a lot on the ballot to do. We will be trying to hand sample ballots out as outside the polling location, or even if they go in and get one and go back out and study it and come back in, that's fine. But we weren't able to send those out in the mail because of the hurricane, but we're trying to make access available.
Right. And let's go over here and walk over to the voting booth. So we've got a good amount over here, but you're saying that the key thing is to make sure that you're getting in and out there.
The key for this is that they participate in a quick manner here. And also to be careful, if you set that pen down on any oval, a dot, and then fill in an oval, that'll be seen as an overvote, and this system will say, hey, you need to go back and redo your ballot. It's just called a spoiled ballot. So be careful not to set your pen down until you know exactly the oval you're going to fill in, then fill that one in, move to the next one, the next one. That'll help prevent errors.
All right, wow, that's interesting. And you guys have worked pretty hard to make this election happen here in Bay County. You want to talk about some of the polling locations that people can go to?
Well, the 6 locations that are available on our website. There's on the beach, there's some in the area in Midtown. Just look for the DOT signs, look for the other signs, look for the arrows. There's so many directive materials out there to tell people where a polling site is available. There's one in Lynn Haven, there's one over in Parker. Just take wherever, if you see one, go in it. If you have not voted, just if you see one, follow the arrows and go in and cast that ballot.
Right, and it doesn't matter where you live. So if I live on the beach, I can go vote here at the Supervisor of Elections office or anywhere in town?
Yeah, a lot of people have moved from this side over to the beach, and we have a very good turnout on the beach because that's where some people are living, is on the beach, because they were a little more fortunate than we were. I still had some devastation, but not quite as much. So people are living over on the beach side, and they're also voting over on the beach side. It's a Lindale Senior Center.
All right, good. And you guys have had a pretty good voter turnout so far despite everything that's happened.
Despite everything that's happened. And again, it just shows what Bay County is made of and how patriotic we are, and that don't ever write off Bay County as participating in an election.